Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. Today, of course, I'm bringing you my content list. So this is a video I do for every single update. You guys probably know, for every major update, I do a content list going through all the stuff that we've got in the latest major update. And of course, this is for the update, the Christmas update of 2020, otherwise known as Clash of Creeds Christmas Royale. So we're going to be going through each item. I've sectioned it off for characters, buildings, skins, decorations, and consumables. We'll go through each one. I'll give my thoughts on it, and you guys can give me your thoughts in the comment section. I will read your comments, and if I like your opinion, I'll give you a heart. So, boom, we had some characters. Let's go through the characters and give my thoughts. So, the first one here is Krusty Claus. This was the Act 1 prize. Overall, Krusty Claus, I think, is bad-ish. I don't think he's great. I mean, see, I like some of the thing. I like the quest line, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I think the character is okay to bad, not great. I understand the argument for this being a skin. I think there is an argument there. I'm really torn on this argument now, but I think I probably would have preferred it if this was a skin for sure. But Krusty Claus, whatever, meh. Moving on. Then we have Moses. His animation is a bit weird, as in the way he moves around your town. He looks a bit odd. His arms don't look right. But overall, I think character is good for the most part. Then we have the leader. Very disappointing what they did with the leader. Now, I was super hyped to get the leader, but his animations are dog poo. They're bad. They're terrible animations. I wish they gave him something more interesting. That's pretty much all I've got to say about the leader. For the most part, though, I like him. So I'm going to say I like him, but I don't love him. You know, he's just about on the like. Then we, of course, had Baby Jesus. He was the first. Obviously, Moses was Act 3 Premium, and then leader was Act 1. Moses was Act 3 Prize. Leader was Act 1 Premium. And then we have Baby Jesus, who was the Act 2 Premium. I think Baby Jesus was okay for the most part. I think the animation with his ass out was very odd that they chose that animation. But for the most part, I think Baby Jesus is okay. Not great, not bad, just meh sort of thing. King Herod, I'm going to go with bad just for the character alone. I think this probably should have been a skin. I think there's a better argument that this should have been a skin compared to Krusty Claus. I don't know. The only thing I'm thinking of is the worker elves, but at least obviously Elf Bart and Elf Lisa, those are skins. Yet Krusty Claus is a character. It just doesn't make a tons of sense is all. But for King Herod, I think he probably should have been a skin. It makes more sense to make those kind of Simpsons Bible story tale skins as tale stories, to make those into skins, not characters. At least in my personal opinion. Obviously, I know that this comes from a separate episode, but the thing I'm sort of referencing is the Pharaoh Skinner and the Slave Master Willie. Those aren't those aren't characters, those are skins. So I know that this is technically a different episode, but it's the same sort of premise, right? It's going through like a Bible story. I feel like it should probably be a skin. They can still call it King Herod and everything, but just make it a skin for Burns. Then we have Andre. He was the Act 4 Premium. Oh, he was the Gills deal, sorry. Andre was the Gills deal for Act 4, when it came out in Act 4. I think Andre, for the most part, is good, actually. I don't think he's bad. I don't even think he's meh. I think he's good. I think he's a good character. And then Yahweh. Someone commented on my Act 3 and 4 review. I just saw the comment now saying that the word for Yahweh is probably bittersweet. And I'm kind of in agreement. I think that's a good word to sum him up. He is bittersweet. Sorry, I forgot your name, dude. I apologize to the person who commented that. Yeah, I think bittersweet is a good word for him. There is definitely a great aspect for this character in the fact that he can earn donuts every 48 hours, but it is a very tedious process to do that. And realistically, it's probably not going to be 48 hours because you're not going to be able to log in every 4 hours to send him on another task. So, I still think the character is good overall, but not as great as I was expecting him to be. That's for sure. Anyway, moving on. We had costumes. Now we got one costume, and that's Sexy Santa Marge. I think the best word for this is mediocre. It's not bad. It's not great. I like the fact it has voice. I think the animations are fine for the most part, but I'm not going to lie, the costume doesn't exactly excite me. I think it's, for the most part, just mediocre. That's my opinions on Sexy Santa Marge. If I had to say, is it good or bad, give me an answer, I probably would lean to bad, just because, one, it didn't really fit tremendously well in the quest line, and two, it's, again, like I said, nothing that really excites me, and it's not an amazing costume. Then we have some buildings. So, first of all, we have Town East Centre at Springfield Glen. So, Springfieldy Glen. I love this building. I think this is great. Now, the only kind of one thing I may have... The one thing I kind of... the only criticism I have for it, and it's not even a criticism, I generally don't care that much, is I would have preferred maybe 1 or 2 extra buildings here and here. You know, maybe like 2 here and then 2 here. But even saying that, I actually kind of disagree. I like the fact that they've added a few here, and then hopefully they add a few more from this particular location. You can sort of build your own towny centre of Springfield Glen. Yeah, I like this building. I like this one a lot. I think this is probably one of my favourite of the update. If not my favourite, I'd probably say yeah. Yeah, this is my favourite of the update, by far, for sure. Then we have Gospel for Less. I think this one, for the most part, is a good building. It's quite simple, nothing too complicated, but definitely a pleasant building, not a bad one. We have the Burns Cult Headquarters. I'm going to say this one's bad. The main reason why I'm saying this one's bad is because it should have been a skin for the control center, and also we've already got one of these statues added in the pagan event that we got a while back in 2016 winter event. We already got one of these statues, so it feels a bit silly that we've now got another control building and another with 2 statues, and we've also got the actual control building and one of those statues. It just seems a bit silly that we've got all of them. Then we have obviously Toy Town. I like this one overall. It's colourful, it's bright, it's beautiful. I like these kind of buildings where you can kind of put a road or something through them, like the towny Springfield Glen. So yeah, that one overall, good. Then Act 1 Premium, the Movementarian Compound, which came with the leader. I like this one too. I think this is a great building overall. I would have maybe preferred it if they had the little cabins in there as well, and maybe the building as a whole was a tiny bit bigger. Maybe a few sort of these lima bean bushes, but yeah, for the most part, I think this building is a good building. Baby Jesus' house. Nothing negative to say about it. I actually quite like it. It's cool to have more houses to fit in. It's kind of a cool little townhouse, so it'd be great to fit in a residential zone. Yeah, for the most part, I think this is good. Then we have the Herod Citadel, which of course came with King Herod, Mr. Burns. Yeah, this one's another great building. I think it looks cool. It's big enough. It's massive, actually. Easy enough to decorate. Cool. And then we have the Jewish Walk of Fame. Again, I like these buildings. These kind of buildings where you can put a road through them. This one is no different. I think it would have been cool maybe to get it again, to have it a bit bigger, but yeah, it's fine how it is. And yeah, for the most part, yeah, that one's a good building. Moving on, we have decorations. So we got quite a few decorations here, so let's go through them. The Movementarian ad truck, by far probably my favorite of the event. I love this one. I really wanted them to add this. It's great. The Mall Santa Wish Center. I'm going to go with bad for this, and the main reason why I want to go for bad for this is we've got so many of these like Mall Santa sort of stalls, and this one's no unique, it's not like it stands out or anything, so yeah, I think this one's bad. With the Movementarian Recruiters, bad. I don't like crowds, you guys know my opinions on crowds. Nativity Recycling Center, I like this one, yeah, or Nativity Recycling. Yeah, this one's a cool decoration. I like this one. Santa's Workshop sign is fine. I'm glad that they're adding more and more fences. The more fences, the better. I won't complain if they add more fences. And this is like the sort of sign that you have to, build your little, to connect with the fences that you get here. So, yeah, I like this one. I'm not going to lie. Self-flying sled, it's fine. Not great, not bad, just meh. Rapping Rabbis are definitely bad. I wanted these as a character. I still think they should have probably been a character. The Orthodox Ambulance, I think this one's great. I like this one a lot. Probably my second favourite decoration. It's pretty awesome, yeah. Yep. The lights flash when you click it. The Menorah pile. Yeah, I'm going to go with meh. it just looks a bit crummy, you know? It doesn't... It looks quite lazy in the way it's animated. I would have maybe preferred it if they were a bit more detailed. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. Xmas tree lot is bad. We've just got so many of them, and this one's no more unique, so yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Christmas Ignorers United billboard is fine. Whatever. I don't really care too much about it. The Sea Captain sleigh, I would have loved an animation with the Sea Captain, but we didn't get it. Very sad. But I'm not going to lie, I do like the fact that the little penguins are on the sleigh. It's pretty cool. The Christmas fence, again, it's 2 donuts. It is a little pricey, but I'm never going to complain if they're going to add more fences. And 2 donuts isn't... Maybe if it was 1 donut, I wouldn't be so bothered, but 2 donuts, bit steep, tapped out. Come on. Just give it for 1 donut per fence. Actually, a better way of doing it would have been a bundle. So, like, you buy a bundle of 5 for 2 donuts, maybe, or a bundle of 10 for 2 donuts. That would have been a better way of approaching it, I think. But I still think it's fine for the most part. It's cool to have more fences. And then finally, we have Heaven. I'm actually gonna go with good on this one. However, it's not great. I think there's an argument to say this should have been a building. Actually, no, I'm going to argue this should have been a building. All the other parts of Heaven that we have, the Heavenly Swing Set, the Jewish Heaven, they're all buildings. So it doesn't make tons of sense that this one isn't a building. This one probably should have been. Yeah. But it does look really cool, so I can't say it's bad. Moving on. We have some consumables. Now, I don't always go through consumables, but I think it's important to go through these ones because there were some really cool things here that I think are worth addressing. So, of course, we first of all have the Santa's Wonderland tickets. Now, I really love this aspect of the update, the fact that they added this for the daily challenges, so you could get some specific items in the Santa's Wonderland. So, I think these tickets and the Wonderland was a great idea. I'm very glad they implemented it. Tying the daily challenges in is a great idea, especially considering, for me at least, daily challenges are just pointless. There's no point because what's the point of me earning cash, right? I may as well just send characters to do stuff. I know there are a few where you can earn donuts, but even so, it's so little amounts of donuts. I don't know. And then we have the Holiday 2020 Mystery Box token. Yeah, it's cool that we got them. Obviously, you can buy them, and there was a few that you could unlock. If you didn't have the spaceship, for example, you unlock one of these. And also at the end of every act, you unlocked one. So they're pretty cool. The Holiday 2020 Mystery Box is obviously what you use for the tokens. And I think the selection in this mini box was definitely very good. So, yeah. So that concludes the update. What are my overall thoughts? What is my closing opinion on this update now it is coming to an end and I've played through all the story? Well, I think this update overall is bad. Now, I say that with I don't say that with confidence, right? So, for example, with like Black History, I didn't even see Black History. I like aspects of. It's real tricky, you know. I don't even know. Okay, well, Game of Games is a better example. So with Game of Games, I was pretty solid in my opinion that it was bad. This one, I'm finding it harder to say it's bad, and the main reason why is it comes down to the structure and the characters. Now, for the most part, I think buildings are solid, right? We've got some great buildings here. And to be honest, I think decorations are solid. I mean, there's some bad ones in there for sure, and there's some meh ones in there for sure. But for the most part, I like most of the stuff in here. Like, I like this, you know, I like this, 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 this. You know, there's a few things I don't like, but I think are a bit meh. But for the most part, I think the decorations are fine. Buildings, yeah, those two are great. All of these are pretty good. The only one I'm not a massive fan of is the cult headquarters. Costumes is a bit bad, and characters are a bit bad. And that's where I think the fundamental sort of flaw in this update lies. I think if we've got one extra character, I'd be a bit more confident. But like I said, the main reason why I'm sort of iffy on it is structure. Because in one aspect, the structure was great in the fact that we got 5 prizes in the prize track, apart from that one act where we got the spaceship in Act 2. But then the other aspect of the structure is one, it was poorly structured in the order of things. The order we unlocked things wasn't great. And two, Act 2, we got no character or skin. So I think I'm gonna say bad for the most part, but I think there are definitely great aspects of this update. Do not get me wrong. There is good things in this update. It's just, I think the structure really lets this update down for the most part, and that's why I am concluding that this update was bad. But anyway, tell me your thoughts on this update. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was mediocre? Make sure to tell me your thoughts. I'd love to hear it. So that is the Clash of Creeds 2020. Very sad. It's over. But hopefully we should be getting some new updates soon. I'm excited to see. I imagine it will be a mini update. Any predictions for that, maybe leave them in the comments. Obviously, my prediction was it's going to be a Bouvier themed mini event of some description. We'll see if that's right. It's probably going to be wrong, but I've got hope. I've got hope for a family themed update. Anyway, like I said, tell me your thoughts, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.